Hey, what's good, guys? I've gotten a lot of message in the past from traders that are beginner asking me, how do I calculate pips on gold? So in this video, without wasting much of your time, I'm going to be showing you how to calculate pips on gold. Let's get started. So what's good, guys? Welcome inside of my screen. This is gold and this is on TradingView. Now, for those of you that are new to Forex and you don't really know what TradingView is, it's an application. You can get it on your mobile phone or on your computer. So just go search for TradingView. You can just simply download it. So this is the Windows version of TradingView on my PC, and I have fully set it up. And this is on gold. So this is gold, right? Now, how do you calculate pips on gold? Because calculating pips on gold and calculating pips on other currency pair is different. Because gold is not how will I say, it's not a currency pair, but rather a commodity. So now, if first off you come to this, you see where these numbers are. These are like the pip count on gold. These are like the cost of how much a ounce of gold costs. Do you understand? I want you to first of all understand that as around this point in time, let me map this out. So if you have to bring out, let's say you map out something here, around this point, this was Wednesday, 22 of July 2026. That's which is 3 p.m. That was yesterday. Today, if you check today's date is 23, and this is 9 a.m. So around yesterday, a ounce of gold was selling for 1,000. Sorry, a ounce of gold was selling for $4,166. This was the cost of gold, right? But right now, it has dropped to $4,091. So people that will start buying here and allow the market to ride up to this point and sell for $4,166 will make money. But people that bought around this point like this, they bought one, let's say they bought 1 ounce of gold, which is $4,166. I'll come to the calculation of pips. I'm very sorry, but I just want those of you that are beginners to understand it first. So people that bought gold at $4,166, if they decide to sell the ounce, like that 1 ounce they bought of gold for $4,091, they will lose. That's you just minus the 91 from the $461. Do you understand? That's the amount they will lose. Now that now comes to, how do you now calculate pip on gold? First off, what I want you to ignore is that you see this number at the back, right? These numbers at the back here, 0 point, the numbers at the this 4,166.10, just ignore that number when you are calculating pip for gold. I'll tell you why and how you can get the calculation. Now let's say you want to calculate this pip now from where the market is currently to where it was before, which is where it was yesterday. So from this point to this point, from $4,116 to $4,099. Sorry, $89. So you come to your calculator. First off, you open your calculator, right? You minus the bigger, that's $4,166 minus 4,000. Now this is this one way of calculating it, right? Is equals to 77 pip, but it is not actually 77. This move to this move is not 77 pips. You will now have to times this by 10. If you times it by 10, you get how many pips, which is 770 pips. So just this move from year to year is 770 pips. So somebody now check the time frame I am on. I am on the 4 hours time frame. So you see, that's why it is very hard for a lot of swing traders to trade gold, because they trade on the higher time frame and you have to have a lot of money to like take to it. Gold is a very volatile pair, so it is better traded on the lower time frame than on the higher time frame. So you see, just this particular move is 700 and something pips. So if you had sold gold from this point to the point it is currently, it is 770 pips. Now let's use the other two you can use. The other two you can use to calculate the pip on gold is this measuring tool. So if you are to put it at the point it is and raise it to around this point here, you will see that there's a certain number here. Don't remove them. Let me put it again. So put your measuring tool. I just taught you the first way to calculate gold. So this is the second way. So put your measuring tool at the point of the market, then raise it to this point. Now you see there are numbers here. So how do you read these numbers, right? You see this decimal point here, just move it 1 point to the right. Do you know what I mean by 1 point? So instead for it to be at this 76.73, it will now be 767.3. So just move it 1 point to the right. Do you understand? Shift this decimal point. So it will now be 767, which is 767 pips, which is almost the same thing as what we got just now, which was 77 pips. So this one is 767 pips, just 3 pips shorter. Probably the way I put the numbers is not correlating. That's why it is not exactly that 777 pips. So this is another way of calculating gold on your trading view. So another way is you either use, if you are buying, you use your long position. If you are selling, you use your short position. Let's assume that we are buying at this particular level, right? Now, let's say you put your stop loss. Now, if you have to calculate the take profit, you have to raise it to somewhere this point here, to around the point whereby you are expecting this thing. You see that it is still the same thing. Do you understand? Let me zoom in so you see the number clearly. So if you check this number, you see that it is 76.73. So if you still move this point to this side, to the right, just one shift, just one number, it will now be 767, which is 776 pips point 3. So that's not the take profit. That's not your take profit, right? So the stop loss is still the same thing. Just move your let's say this is your stop loss. So you now move your point towards the right hand side, right? Just one push towards the right hand side. So now be 196, which is 190 pips as stop loss. Imagine using 190 pips as stop loss, right? So this one is a good trade if the trade goes in your direction. Do you understand? It's a 1 to 4 trade. You are making 700 pips, which is actually crazy, but you are risking 196 pips, almost 200 pips. So that's like a 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So those are the 3 ways of calculating gold as a trader. I believe you understand. So if you are new to this channel, make sure you like this video and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I drop educative content here on YouTube every single time. So let me know in the comment section what educative content you would love me to drop next. I'm going to be also dropping videos on how to calculate gold in terms of lot size, so you know how much you are risking on every single trade you place. So, but now I believe you know how to calculate gold now. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.